Hey guys, Coach Rowe, Players First here. Excited to come to you today. I want to come to you guys, talk to you guys about the subject of Klay Thompson's record-setting 14 threes last night. It was an unbelievable performance. A lot of people are talking about it. It's a hot subject of the NBA today. And rightfully it should be. That's a tremendous shooting performance. And there's a couple of different perspectives I want to take on this, a couple of different points I want to make while we're on this subject. That is, one, I'd love to get the discussion and for people to realize, and young players to check out the video of him shooting and playing, and to see, for my first point is how he never stops moving. He's constantly moving, he's constantly getting his feet into position to shoot the ball. He's catching the ball with anticipation of taking a shot. His hands are shot ready, his body's shot ready, his legs are shot ready. He's not coming in standing tall, he's coming into that lower position. He's somebody who doesn't use a gigantic power up of the legs. He comes preloaded, which means his legs are already in that preload position, already in that dip position, as some people would call it. So he's already down there, he's already ready to shoot the ball. His feet are there so early, and his feet are there and they're set. He's really, really good about getting his feet set. He's really good about reading the defense, playing off what they give him and what they don't give him, not trying to force things, but just getting into a good shooting rhythm. The other thing I hope that young kids take into consideration, and all players of all ages are looking at, is that up to this point, Klay had struggled. Up to this point, Klay hadn't been shooting like himself. He had been a little bit of a slump, but it's not something that deterred him from shooting. He got in the gym, he continued to work on his craft, he continued to go hard, he continued to try to put in the time and the minutes that he needed to get better and to improve at what he was doing. He did this, and then he went out there, he did these things, and then he went out there and kept shooting shots and kept putting shots up. And then last night exploded, just like we all anticipated an all-star of his quality to do. And he just kept his same confidence, he kept his same routine, and he started working the film of his shots and not getting so worried about the next miss, and started knowing that the shot's going in, staying positive with himself and staying positive in his outlook on shooting the basketball. And I think those are things that we can emanate and take into account when we're working on our games. To stay positive, keep shooting. We're all going to go through shooting slumps, to find the little things that we're doing differently and correct those things, and know that every day we come in the gym, we need to be working on the how we get into our shot, our footwork for getting into our shot, and then the form of our shot, and perfecting it, making it where it's muscle memory, and it's just, it's continuously the same repetitive motion. And if we can do those things, then we're going to instantly make ourselves better shooters, but we're going to be more consistent shooters. You're going to have good days, you're going to have off days. It's to make those days between those 2 days, the better days. And that's how we're going to make shooting slumps end quicker. That's how we're going to get through shooting slumps, and that's how we're going to even have many shooting slumps during games and get over them. It's just by going back to our fundamentals, and if we ingrain those fundamentals into our heads, then we're just going to have a much better outlook on how the game comes to us. Also, I think that another point that we need to take into consideration when we're talking about the Warriors team as an overall unit is just unselfish. We're going through this time of the year where tryouts are coming up, are here upon us actually in Missouri, but other places tryouts are coming up, and everybody thinks in order to make the team, I got to be the one who shoots all the shots. You see during this record was illustrated by my friend Damon Altizer, who illustrated this in an unbelievable tweet today on Twitter. And it was that if you look in the corner, when Klay hits that 14th shot, you see the biggest celebration from Steph Curry. And that's what we have to have, that unselfishness for our teammates, unselfishness for to who's shooting, or who's hot, or what's going on, or who's hitting the game-winning shot, or who's handling the ball the most, or who's got the biggest mismatch. And that is one thing I think we've gotten away from a little bit in youth basketball, is mismatches. It's finding that mismatch and feeding that mismatch. We have a tendency to have our hot kid or our hot shooter, and we go to him no matter what the mismatch around him is, where we might be able to exploit a mismatch and get him a little bit better looks and get him more quality shots, or go to that mismatch, and now there's multiple monsters they have to guard as the Warriors have, and some of the other NBA teams have. I think that we can encourage this spreading of the ball and this unselfish play. I think that just going to make our overall play and our overall games that much better. And we can do that by starting right off the bat, the very first day of practice, going out there, taking your shots when they're good shots, and passing the ball to somebody else when they have a better shot. And I think that right there is something we should encourage at every single level, but certainly the high school level and below. The next thing I think that is just outstanding and unbelievable about this sequence that went on last night was just how there's different opinions on it and different outlooks on it. And you know, this is good for basketball, this is bad for basketball, and that this team is is bad for basketball. The way they play is bad for basketball. All the celebrations and all the accolades around them. And I think that we need to be appreciative of the play that we're seeing in front of us, and not be looking for things to critique or to criticize with the people who are right now at the top of their game. I think we should encourage that. And I think that that's something that I really wish that as coaches and trainers and as adults that we would start posting more about some positivity things out of this and things that kids could learn, and not just be critiquing, he went this many for this many, and you can hit 14 threes if you took 24 shots. And, I think that's just, looking at the world through a negative view and a negative lens. And I don't think that does anybody any good at all. I think it just teaches teaches the youth of our industry how to always find a negative or always find an excuse instead of always finding a positive and always finding a goal. And I think that we need to be more goal-oriented and more positive thinking. Check out the video of Klay. Go to YouTube. 1,000 people have posted it. Check out his foot movement. Check out his confidence. Check out the way he gets his feet set on every single shot. Check out how every single shot looks the same. This is Coach Rowe. Players first. Keep shooting.